Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another interview series for new ambassadors. I'm Todd Butera. I know it seems like I'm wearing the same clothes, but I'm actually doing 3 interviews at a time, so, one right after the other. Though I have switched from a mojito to a glass of white wine. Isn't that nice? I'm here today with Liz JASICKI, Elizabeth JASICKI. My God, I can't even say your name. Do you think, maybe I've had too much.
JASICKI.
JASICKI. All right, there we are. Liz, you might notice, has an accent. That's because she's actually English. I'm not, but I play one on television.
Half English, half American.
That's
JASICKI. The JASICKI, everybody always forgets, but the JASICKI is Polish-American from Milwaukee, my dad.
There you are then, Milwaukee, just like, wasn't Laverne and Shirley from Milwaukee?
Yes, the beer factory in Milwaukee and Happy Days, all set in Milwaukee.
Shamil Shamazel, Hassan Pfeffer Incorporated.
Yes.
We're gonna do it. Liz and I are gonna try to keep this concise because Liz and I have become very close. We don't have babies yet, all that we know of, but we could talk for days. Well, let's begin. So the first question, and I think this is an interesting one. There's two that I think are interesting. How did you start performing? How did you start acting? Why, when, where?
Okay, so when I was a young girl in England, I wanted to be a ballet dancer. I did lots of dancing. I did ballet, modern, tap, you name it, for many years. And then I started to realize this is really too much hard work. And I'm not built to be a dancer physically. You need to have the exact right body. I was not the exact right body. So I started to sing and I started to act. And I morphed my way over like that. And I realized, oh, this is much more fun. And you don't have to be built with the right body. So that's how it began. And when I was very young, I did some what's called pantomimes in England. And I played Little Red Riding Hood. And I played a character called Fairy Sparkle Mate, who looked after the babes in the wood in the pantomime. So, yeah.
Lovely.
And then, then I went to drama school and the whole thing, the whole 9 yards.
Very nice.
To act.
Very nice.
I went to National Youth Theatre. I was a member of the National Youth Theatre, which was very hard to get into. So when I left drama school, I joined the National Youth Theatre at 21 and did some productions with them. Matthew Warchus, who's a very famous director, was just beginning, and he directed our Coriolanus. And that's how I came to acting.
Very nice. And you're one of our only West End actresses.
Oh, well, there you go. Yes.
There you are then.
I did the stage version of When Harry Met Sally in the West End with Luke Perry in the first cast. Very sad.
R.I.P. Liz told me he was I remember you talking about him, that he really was a lovely man.
He was a gorgeous, gorgeous man. Yeah, very, very tragic loss. He was a gorgeous man. Yeah. I had a great time, and I got to I was playing Harry's ex-wife, Helen, but then I was also Sally's first understudy. So I actually got to play Sally with Luke for nearly 3 weeks. And we got on really well. And he didn't get on so well with his other leading lady.
Well, I'm sure she was a fat
show. A lot of people said it was a better show when we were doing it together. So that's what
she was a real slag. I read the tabloids.
I'm not going to name the name, but she's well known here in America.
All right, let's move on. Good question. How did you get started with new ambassadors?
So new ambassadors came to me. I met David Adam Gill. I was introduced to him by Eve Battaglia, who is a very well-known casting director, and he needed an English actress for a reading that he was doing of a TV pilot that he'd written with Tony Nation. So that's how I met David. Now, at that reading, I sat next to Maria Elena O'Brien, and we got on very well together, and we stayed in touch. And then through
well, I
that,
was in that reading as well. We were all in that
yes,
reading.
of course, Gin Wars, yes.
Yeah,
That's how I came to meet Maria Elena, David, and then I gradually, through Maria Elena, I went to her birthday, and then came to meet David through that, and start coming to the monthly labs.
Yeah.
And then it all just, and it came to me at such a great time in my life, because I was in the middle of my divorce or separation of my divorce, and I'd kind of like been sucked away from my acting career. And this came to me at such a wonderful time that allowed a real artistic, a real artistic thing to come back into my life, where I felt like I could express myself again and be helpful to the artistic community again. And so it really was a lifesaver at the time that it all happened. And then the rest is history. And I've been very happy to be a founding member and just carry on. I love being able to, this might be another question you're about to ask, but I love being able to help other people realize their artistic passions through writing, acting, etc.
Well, that does segue to the next question, which is, what is one of your favorite experiences with New Ambassadors?
Well, that is really one of the biggest things for me, is to be able to help other people like realize, particularly through writing, I think, because if you don't have great writing, you have nothing to perform.
True.
Yes, I really think the script is everything. And so for me, it's been a great thing to help to be part of that at a ground level, and help with the labs and actually our short play festivals, to really help people realize their work in a writing sense, in an acting sense, and producing, directing. Everyone gets to try their hand at things that they may not have even thought that they could before as well. So that's something I really love with New Ambassadors.
Great. Segueing into, what if you have one, and you may not, you may have multiples, and we're not talking personalities, darling. What would be your dream role? Do you have one?
I don't know that I do anymore. It's really weird.
I agree with you. I don't have one.
It's like I don't really have one. I used to want to play Lady M, but then I kind of did in some way, not in a full performance, but oh God, a dream role. There are some plays I would love to do.
Okay, so Liz, you said you didn't really have a favorite role, but there's a particular play you would like to do. What is it? Tape?
Yeah, Tape. I love the play Tape. I came across it a number of years ago here in America. It's terrible. I can't remember the name of the writer right now. Because I haven't looked at it for so long.
I can't remember either, and I saw the original production. I can't remember who.
Yeah, I think Ethan Hawke was in the original production.
Yes.
And it's that I might curate as a reading or something. I don't. Otherwise, I don't really have like a dream role anymore. Used to when I was younger, but not so much now.
All right. Next question. If you didn't go into acting or into the theater and all the performing arts, what would you have done?
What would I have done? Well, when I was young, I wanted to be a marine biologist and like swim with Shamu at SeaWorld and shit like that.
I did not know that about you. There you are. We're discovering things about each other we didn't even know.
But I've come to realize that that's really not very good either, and it's very cruel. But I love animals. I'm very, very, anyone who knows me knows I'm extremely passionate about animals. I think if I didn't become an actress, I would be working with animals and rescuing animals, working with animals. I love dogs, especially. I have 2 dogs. Yeah, I love animals.
So thinking back on Jolly Old England or Old Blighty, do you remember, it's more of a blokey thing. Do you remember the magazine Viz?
Yes, of course. Yes, it's not my thing, but yes, I remember Viz.
Because I love Johnny Fart Pants.
I was going to say, how do you know about Viz?
Oh, because I'm practically English, and I lived over there, you know, all that stuff. So, thinking on Johnny Fart Pants, I thought this is such an English thing, because English are always so polite. So the final question, and this is really important. What does one do and what does one say when you accidentally pass gas on people?
Well, a true English lady would never do that, Todd. But I'm not a true English lady. I'm half English, half American, one has to remember. And I do have to say, I do burp in company all the time. Not fart, but I will burp. And I'll just go, oh, beg my pardon. So sorry. Oh, these are not good questions. Stop.
It's the last question. It's the best one. It's the one that everyone wants to know how to get, because we all fart and we all want to know how to get out of a stinky situation.
You pretend it's not you.
Absolutely. That's what I do.
Yes, definitely.
All right, darling, it's been lovely talking with you.
Lovely to meet you too.
Yes, and I'm sure I will see you soon, as I always do. So have a lovely evening, and ta-ra and TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Yes, ta-ta for now. Bye, lovers.
Bye.